No one wants to call this place home. Squeezed between the factories and the rail yard, it's dangerous and dirty, has no power or water. But as unemployment rises, Tent City is an uncomfortable reality for some.
We were in an apartment. We lost our income. We couldn't pay the rent. So we had to move. And we ended up here.
Charities say most of Sacramento's rough sleepers are the long-term homeless, but as many as 15% have recently seen their jobs, their way of life disappear, and more are expected.
If I lost my job tomorrow, I might have savings, I might have other resources, but one by one those go by the way, and you wind up in places like Tent City.
This camp is in California, where the jobless rate is 10% higher than the national figure, but tent cities are springing up around the country. America's mortgage meltdown triggered the recession and has led to homes like these for a growing number of people. But the US is not the only place where problems in the housing sector have rippled through the entire economy, as my colleague Steve Kingston now reports from Madrid.
The cranes in Spain are still. Building sites silent, and close to 2 million new homes unfinished or unsold. The housing crash goes a long way to explaining the highest rate of unemployment in Europe. Of those pouring into Spanish dole offices, well over 500,000 have lost jobs linked to construction.
Well, I think it's the worst crisis I've ever seen before. I'm 35 years old and I've never known anything like that. And it's getting worse and worse every day.
Ominously, the layoffs have now extended beyond construction, into services, industry and agriculture. The Spanish government admits unemployment will soon soar above 4 million. And of course, as unemployment soars and household incomes fall, so too does consumer demand in Spain for all manner of products. And that's having an impact on jobs thousands of miles away. Chris Morris is in India.
They're queuing up for jobs in Delhi as well. Here they're hoping for work with the government. But the squeeze is on.
I used to work for a private firm, but after the crisis, I lost my job.
It's really tough to get work. If you try hard, maybe.
Industries which rely on exports aren't getting orders from abroad. Factories which make garments or household goods are suffering. 500,000 jobs have gone in the last 3 months. Because if the US and Europe aren't buying, India can't sell. Even this country's famous call centres are feeling the pinch. And in the informal sector, millions more jobs are being lost.
India's economy should grow by about 6% this year, but that's much slower than before. And it's starting from such a low base that globally it makes no difference. So for anyone hoping that the big developing economies could kickstart the West out of recession, we're not there yet.